giving us a hard time right now. If we could just get 12 more feet, we would have made it, but it's big ruts, so just too much.
This road is miserable, just wet and soggy. We are so stuck.
In North Carolina, unpaved mountain roads cutting through the rain-soaked Blue Ridge Range have Eustace caught in a mud trap.
Man.
A steep and steady incline that's testing the power of his wood-burning truck.
We gotta do something about this, Preston. We gotta get that 10.
Yeah.
If we can make it that last little bit with some kind of tension in the front, maybe we'll make a mountain winch or something.
You thinking like a big turnbuckle or something?
Yeah, if we could get something that'll give us some power.
The improvised device acts like a winch as it tightens, putting enough tension on the rope to tow the 3,000-pound truck.
The plan is just to take and tie a piece of webbing onto the truck, run it all the way out to a tree, put a stick in there and start twisting. This could be dangerous. It's just, if we get it twisted real tight, the cable breaks. There your truck goes down off the mountain.
That truck is on a steep hill, so we have to do something to keep it from rolling down. We just get a big long pole, the more you twist it, the shorter it gets. But if it's strong enough, it'll come out of there. Hey, let's check, see if it's moving the truck yet.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I can hear it. Preston went and got in the truck so that he could put his foot on the clutch to relieve the stress on the drivetrain.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Ah, we're getting it. It's slow, but we're getting there.
Yeah, you're going about a quarter of an inch per twist.
I really need this to work out. If I can't get this truck up the hill, I'm messed up. You feel like you're out of the hole enough to actually try it again?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying it if you don't care.
Maybe we're up out of the hole enough to go.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it. So glad to get that truck unstuck. And we've got to go hook up to the trailer now that we're out of the hole and over the hump.
Hello, how are you?
Glad we made it out of that mud hole.
This is going to be a pretty challenging trip.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully you like this.
Let's go to town.
I hear that.
I've been happy with this wood-burning truck so far. It's been really helpful gathering that wood on short trips. But we haven't taken it off the property on the highway yet. I'm a little bit worried about it.
Across the country, in the Alaskan north, Marty improvises a plan B after missing his takeoff window. He'll need to prepare for one more night in the Revelations without the protection of his tent.
My plan is I'm just going to sleep in the airplane. I'm going to make a nest in the back of the plane here just to get ready. It gets real cold when it gets dark. You can drop down into the 30, 40 below here. I'm just going to use my parka and bibs just like I did in the tent. I'm just going to make kind of a mattress here. You just have to rely on what you have and make use of it. You get in your head that you're actually going to go home, and all of a sudden you can't. It's a pretty big letdown. But you got to accept facts. I can't fly today. I'm done. So there we go. It's starting to get dark, so I think I'll just light a fire, get a fire going, and relax for a little while. And in the morning, I'll put my heater in. All I gotta do is look at my oil temp gauge. And if the oil temp gauge is off the peg, I know the heater's working. And if it's not, I'll make it work, hopefully. If this doesn't work, then I'm stuck. I'm not going anywhere.
$3,100 miles away in New Mexico. At an elevation of 6,500 feet, the thin air of the Cimarron Valley keeps temperatures below freezing all winter long. The continuous cold pushes the region's predators to extremes, and that means trouble for Kyle Bell.
We had a pretty rough night last night. There was an awful scream, and I didn't know what happened, but something bad had happened in the goat pen. There wasn't any doubt about that. I'm afraid that little black goat is gone. The tracks all up and down here. When we saw the tracks, we saw where they dug under the fence. There's no doubt in my mind what happened last night with Kyle. Yep, they dug in there, grabbed her and drug her right out. Never had a coyote do that. Coyotes, they've never been that brave before. It's a tough winter. Coyotes are having a hard time making a living, but they are threatening my family and my family's food supply, so I'm gonna shoot. They got a taste of goat meat now. They'll be back. We'll be ready. Alright, so stand back you go.
In Montana's Yak River Valley, Tom and his son Chad have pushed through 2 miles of dense forest and tracked back to the broken snowmobile they abandoned yesterday.
The snowmobile, here it is. It's still out in the damn woods. We'll give this old sucker a pull. We got back there hoping that it would start. Sure looks like it. Can't even turn over. A long ways. You throw a rope on it? Yeah, we give it a try and see if it works, but we gotta get going. All right, well, let's do that. Alrighty. Give it a try if it comes through. Yeah. We're gonna pull the bumper off. the bumper pulls off, and I don't know. That's where it's going with it. We're gonna be close here, so we better get going. The snow's picking up, the temperature's dropping. We still got a long ways to go. Broken down machine, and I pulled him out of there. That's a lot of weight, a lot of deep snow, and you can't turn very good. We only have a 10-foot piece of rope between the two machines, just hanging on with no power, just getting drug around by my dad, trying to dodge the trees. You got ups and downs and tight turns, and here I am trying to negotiate it through ravines, around rocks, over brush. The fatigue behind it all and trying to make sure that those two speeds stayed right behind him. It takes a lot of focus.
We can only go half the speed. I'm just dragging him out, and it's hard on my machine pulling all that weight, you know. So I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not.
1,900 miles away.
What's your favorite movie?
That's impossible to answer. Introducing Howdy, a brand new streaming service by Roku, packed with stories you love, ad-free for just $3 a month.
No one said the job's supposed to be easy.
Now we don't have everything,
All you gotta do is just not miss.
but we do have almost everything you want to watch, and it's always ad-free for only $3 a month.
So that.
Say howdy to Howdy. Subscribe now.
In Maine's Great North Woods, Charlie Tucker's been battling the elements for 2 months, living on the line in a crude log lean-to in order to make the most of this trapping season. With more than $7,000 of fur in the bag, it's time to leave the Machias River Valley behind.
Our last day in the woods at this shelter and on my trap line. It's been a good time out here. Caught quite a bit of fur, and I hate to leave. I gotta pack everything up, tear everything down, and just before I leave, take this stuff out onto the ice and burn it. Time to break camp.
The state of Maine prohibits permanent camping structures in this wilderness, so Charlie will have to leave the site exactly as he found it before heading home.
By the end of the day, I gotta have this shelter down. Now when you start taking the bottles off this baby, you start open the front. You gotta go right at something like this, and you gotta be determined. You're not gonna wash away all your signs, but you try to do the best you can. It's still hard to believe to me that I put that much into it, because it didn't seem like I did. There's a lot of work. I'm stubborn, pig-headed, and when I go next time, I want to get it done. Been a lot of nights out here alone in that structure, and it's done a good job taking care of me. And it's good that we can still burn, you know, out here in the open to get rid of it easier. Yeah, old girl, you suck shit.
2,800 miles away in the Cimarron Valley. In New Mexico, a coyote has invaded Kyle's property and preyed on his livestock. Since it's an opportunity predator, it will most likely strike here again. Kyle and Ben plan to be ready when that happens.
You know, in order to get close enough to get the kind of shot I think I'm going to need in the dark, we're going to have to be able to find. Ben, let's put it in right in here. We'll have a good clear shot where the coyotes is coming in. There was some brush that I had cut quite some time back, so it didn't take a lot of effort to make a framework out of the old wood. See what I'm doing in here, Ben? It's just enough to break our silhouette. When them coyotes are coming in from back over yonder, they won't be able to see us moving in behind this blind, so when you go put your rifle up and get a shot. So let's keep piling in a little more brush in here like you're doing. You bring me some good pieces. Yeah, I think we got enough of a framework. All we need is a little bit of greenery now to make it blend in with this other tree. Sit down flat in there, Ben. Let me see what it looks like. We got one hole right there in the middle. It's not weatherproof, but hopefully it'll be enough to keep the coyotes at least from being able to silhouette us if the moon does come out, you know. Hopefully. That's what I'm counting on anyway.
That would be perfect to take a shot.
Yeah. That looks good. Tell you what, all right, let's go on back and get the rest of the stuff. Right.
Bill and Ben prepare to settle in for a night-long stakeout to catch the coyote that preyed on their livestock.
We're just gonna go in there, try to get comfortable, and just sit and wait and listen. We've got a goat raising hell back there. Every predator within 10 miles ought to be in here after dark. We're just gonna see what happens and be ready when something does. How does that feel? Pretty good. Well, hopefully if they come in from that direction, we'll get a shot at them. Goats are smart.
In North Carolina, Eustace's wood-burning truck passes its first highway test, arriving without incident at an old poultry farm that's set to be demolished. Here, Eustace and Preston will harvest the tin roofs for their lumber ship build.
Taking the tin off the roof isn't terribly hard. I mean, it's not as easy as picking it up at the store. You gotta work a little bit to get the savings, you know? No pain, no gain.
Step on that foam when you go for a ride, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Gotta pull all the old nails, but it looks like a lot of them are sort of loosened up already. The only thing I'm worried about is that there's some screws in there, so we're hoping that our nail pullers will pull it right out of the old wood.
Let's go out and hold on to it and let it come back to us like that. 1, 2, 3.
Wonder!
Not too bad. I bet we'll get better for the day's over.
Yeah. There's something about salvaging things that just seems right to me. Use it up, wear it out, make it do or do it out. We got in a real rhythm on that once we got tuned into how to do it and exactly which tool to use, and made it go pretty fast.
That's it.
That's it. In situations like this, it makes me glad we took the time to do this experiment, get this gasification rig going. Those horses just couldn't do this trip pulling all this tin up the mountain. Certainly not in one day.
A 1,000 miles away, in Maine's Great North Woods, Charlie has finished disassembling his shelter. Now to remove all traces,
Get this job over with.
he'll reduce the entire thing to a pile of ash.
I knew it had to be done, and it was saying goodbye.
Going good. Going good. It's in here. Watch out, baby.
Mother Nature had created something here very special, so I wanted to leave it very special. Just to love the way it was the best I could, and that means a lot to me. This will be one of my best seasons ever. Normally I would not be able to get out there and catch a lot of these beaver. This shelter gave me a great opportunity to trap a good amount of fur through this area. As long as I have a season like this, then I'm not going to be stopped for quite a few more years. I'm going to be right here. I might say I'm a little old, getting a little tired, but it gives me back youth. I got a lot of fire in this body, and I'm going to be right here to keep burning good, girl. Burning good. There's no other place on earth I want to be than right out here in this big wilderness.
1,900 miles away in northwest Montana. Tom and Chad make the last grueling leg of their trip home through the Yak Wilderness.
It's just a constant fight. You know, it's a train going through the woods and there's just not enough room. It's getting later and later in the day. It's just wearing me out. We made it! That was fun, wasn't it? Ha! Barely made done.
What's that, Ellie? Who's Tom? Oh, find Tom. There he is.
Really? It's me.
I have been wondering.
No telling what Nancy thought when she seen us coming in the driveway dragging one of the snowmobiles behind us. It was just another adventure. Everything went perfect.
You've been with your father.
We should have been with us. That's all the action. This trip with Dan on the snowmobile was an adventure. Dan's lifestyle has kept him on moving, kept him in shape. Every day is a workout at the gym for him. It's amazing. He's really amazing. I think he knows that his folks are doing okay up here. I think he went away with a good feeling. That's something a trip for Chad to remember for sure.
In the Blue Ridge Mountains, Eustace returns home after a 60-mile round trip in his wood-burning truck to fetch tin for the roof of his lumber shed.
I'm glad I'm home. This has been a long day. When we went down the highway in a truck, we didn't know if it was going to make it. I thought there was more chance of us